Cheers. Now we're ready to go fish Nagambie. So Cam, whereabouts you from, mate?
From Gibson, Victoria.
And what is your target here at GoFish Nagambie, apart from the pies, the hot dogs and all the good stuff?
Well, look, I mean, the $80,000 cod's quite appealing, but I reckon there's a few yellow belly in here that we could try and get a few of, and you know, get the not so big score.
See, he's a thinker, this bloke. I
Fisherman.
like the way. I like it. So what's your name, buddy?
Tyler Nolan.
And have you ever caught a Murray cod?
Yeah, yes I have.
How big?
68 centimetres.
And what do you want to win at GoFish Nagambie?
Probably everything.
I like the way the boy thinks. Michelle, it's good to see the ladies represent at GoFish Nagambie. What was it that lured you to the competition?
My husband, he's the avid fisherman and he's the captain and I'm his passenger. So hopefully I'll be able to navigate our way to those structures that we've been watching you at and catch that cod.
So, is it the big cod you're after?
It is the big cod, yep.
If you won, what would you do with $80,000
wow.
apart from buy your husband a new boat, motor and car?
Well, my girls, they want a new caravan over here, so maybe one of each.
Jaco all the way, like the way she thinks. Couple of important questions, Tyler. Who do you barrack for?
Richmond.
No, you can't help bad luck. Is that the best potato stick you've ever had?
Yes.
What's the biggest Murray cod you've ever caught?
90 centimetres.
I don't think I want to talk to Tyler anymore. That's huge, mate. Well, GoFish Nagambie is more than just a fishing competition. It's an event. You can come and see all the lure makers, all the cool stuff. This is a cutafarra spiny crayfish. Seriously, only one in the world, I believe. Isn't that just a work of art? Imagine putting two big gamakatsis on this thing, trolling it along. The cod, I think I'd pull it out of his mouth. It's just too cool. So this is Greg from Tackle World Cram. And Greg, what is it about Murray cod that you love so much?
Mostly in that it's just a challenge of trying to catch them the way we catch them. It's all done by lures with us.
So what's the secret to catching the big cod?
Patience.
So Brendon, land-based, boats, but there's also kayaks. Why do you love kayaking for cod?
Get anywhere that other people can't.
In those little sneaky drains. Now, have you got a secret spot X that's going to win the comp?
Yeah, not telling anyone though.
What about me?
Maybe.
I find that
Not
very
on camera,
hurtful.
though.
He is out of the circle of trust, people. We will speak very, very quickly. It's what I do best. This guy, Rhys Creed, absolute star. Let's just discuss that for 1 second. We're all out having fun, and we're talking about $80,000 cod. Just pop down to Marford's, got the best coffee in town, bacon and eggs, and then we do some fishing.
Well, anytime you go fishing, bait collecting is half the fun, I think.
It sure is, and today we're looking for freshwater yabbies, found a small stream. I reckon they'll be absolutely everywhere. Do you like my choice of bait?
It looks a bit funny, but it's going to work, I reckon.
My very best sausage. This is the new yabby net. Fisheries Victoria put a lot of effort into this. We threw some in earlier. Let's go and check them. The anticipation's killing me. Hey, Cristy!
Go!
We have yabby success.
Woo!
There's only 2, but that's 2 more than I thought we might get. Beautiful, look at that. They are cool yabs.
Nice one, Paulie.
Feeling lucky, Cristy. Ah, we have success. We have sausages.
Yes.
But we also have some beautiful yabs. Look at that.
That's what we want to see.
1, 2, 3, 4 yabbies.
It's pretty good.
Now, Cristy, I'll tell you something interesting about the old yabby.
Tell me.
They don't actually love eating meat. They prefer to eat like vegetables and that sort of stuff.
Really?
The reason that you put meat in the pot though is they often go in the pot to try and get rid of that out of their environment. They are clean freaks, these things, and they're incredible animals. We've got friends with these in a tank and they just watch all day the different actions these things do. And they will walk up to 60 kilometres across land to find water.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
These legs were made for walking.
So you'll notice we're using these new environmentally friendly yabby nets or pots. The opera house nets are a big no-no these days, and these are designed that if anything gets in them apart from yabbies, they can easily get out. So make sure you have one of these next time you go away.
So I'm about to do something I absolutely love, fish with bait for Australian natives. The target species is yellow belly. And you see all this lay down timber. What I'm looking for is a heap of timber under the water that extends down, and if I see some little dots in there, they're actually fish. Look at that. That's a whole school of fish just there, and there's the timber. I'm literally going to put the nose of the boat up on the bank, drop the talon in, I'll be locked in, then the yabbies are going down. Fishing for yellow belly, these yabby tails are sensational bait. Literally slide the gamakatsu hook through, plenty of hook sticking out there. It's gone the whole way down the shank. And the other bonus, see that ball sinker there? It goes all the way down to the bait, won't affect the fish. If you get snagged, you jiggle the rod tip and quite often the ball sink will actually go up and down, knock the hook off the snag, and you get your hook back. Really important you fish as close to structure as possible. So I'm actually throwing this right under the snag. The side imaging on the hummingbird told me there was fish under this tree, and yellow belly are a schooling fish. So if we catch one, we'll probably catch a few. Up here, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I just want to get as in the timber as I can. There's a tap, little tap. Come on, come on. Yep. Oh, yep. I got him. He's a nice yellow. Hang on. Oh, there we go. That is what you call a combat fight, and he's just hooked. Look at that. How is that for a golden fish? I'll find the light for you. Look at that, there it is. Look at that sunlight on that golden fish. That's why they call them yellow belly or golden perch. They're a beautiful fish and they're incredible. Only recently I've discovered these fish will swim up to 1,000 kilometres just to spawn. That's just mind-blowing. And they're a school fish, so where you find one, you'll normally find more. Gonna get a bait back in the water and see if I can catch some more of these incredible fish. How cool is that? So my rig for this freshwater fishing is so simple. Size 2 ball sinker, 60-pound mono leader, and that is a gamakatsu gang hook. I've actually closed the eye up. I just like them, they're so sharp, super fine. And with that long shank, it's just perfect for presenting baits like yabby tails, barty grubs, even a couple of big scrub worms. That is absolutely deadly. I haven't had a bite for about 5 minutes. I've actually peeled at the tail on the yabby. Just try and soften that bait up a bit, see if it makes a difference. That is a good looking bait. Oh, stop it. So when you come into areas like Nagambie, you're talking about a massive, massive lake system. You've really got to think about your fishing and look for structure. This log is just sensational. When I side imaged it, you can literally see sticks and branches all through the water. And if you've got this structure, you've got a bit of shade, you're a much better chance of finding fish, because fish won't just be scattered through the lake, they'll be living in habitat, fish near the habitat, and you catch them. Funny that. I'm just jigging the rod tip. And what it's doing is just lifting the yabby, bubbles are coming up there, just lifting the yabby sort of 20 centimetres off the bottom, dropping it down, and every now and then I just get a whack, like a whiting bite almost, a quick tap. And what I've got to do is just wait for him to come back properly, and then when I feel the weight, I lift the rod and I've got him. But it's working very effectively. There's a tap, yep, that's better. They're always right in the branch there. That is amazing. In the fork. Oh, he's a good fish. He's a good fish. So this is going to be the fun part. This is where I get lucky or unlucky. Oh, come on, mate. Come on, come on, come on. And yes. Woo. That is a solid fish. How's that for a yeller? That is awesome, and the reason these things survive so well in Australia, they have a temperature range of between 4 and 37 degrees in which they'll survive. That is just epic. So pretty much anywhere in Australia, freshwater, these things can live. And as they start to get bigger, they don't get a lot longer, they just get fatter. They grow to up to 20 kilos, believe it or not. Check out the fat around that tail there. This guy, I think he needs to see Jenny Craig. Absolute fatty, and I love it. Yellow belly can be found in pretty good numbers, and the great news, I've heard they're excellent on the chew. So those two fish are heading back to the caravan park. We have a date with the barbecue. been joined by Jared Lyon from the Arthur Riley Institute. Now, you do a lot of electrofishing.
We do.
You do a lot of studies on fish. What brings you to Nagambie Lakes?
So we're up here this week looking at basically the state of the fishery. So we're working with the Victorian Fisheries Authority and the local CMA, Golden Broken CMA, just to have a look at how the fishery is performing.
From your early studies, what have you seen?
So we're getting really good numbers of golden perch or yellow belly, and round through the river channels in particular, a lot of nice cod, and then lots of small food fish as well, so flathead gudgeons and smelt. We're picking up not a heap of carp, but a few carp. Lots of little redfin, that sort of stuff. But the exciting thing for us is the yellow belly and the cod. So they're looking like they're doing really well in here.
Sensational. It's a beautiful system. Let's see if we can find a few. I'm ready to hit the button, mate.
Let's get into it.
How far does the electric field actually travel, Jared?
Yeah, so it goes down from these anodes out the front about 2.5 to 3 metres, and it basically attracts fish in, and when they get close enough, it'll stun them and we'll pick them up and we can do our thing.
And how many volts are we talking, Volta?
Volta, I haven't been called that before, or not for a while anyway. About 1,000 volts in here, Paul, and yeah, we're pulling about 6.5 amps, so it's a fair bit of power. We don't want to touch the water.
When you're doing this electro-fishing, safety is numero uno. So I've got the rubber gloves, rubber soled shoes, rubber mats, and can you explain, Jared, the old dead man switch? That's of great interest to me.
It would be. So yes, there's 2 switches to make the electrofisher come on. One for the driver at the back and one for the operator at the front. And that basically allows the driver to turn the power off if he sees something or he or she sees something going on up the front that's not kosher. So,
and if you go over, obviously you can't be touching it, so you're safe too.
That's right. Yep.
I like it. I like it a lot. So what do we got there?
Beautiful. Nice little Murray cod.
That is a great sign for the system, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful, yeah. That one's probably around 4 years old.
Yep.
So yeah, we're getting quite a few of these in the system. So, you know, the fishery's going really well. There's probably a combination of things, so some stocking and natural recruitment. Yeah, so it's good signs.
Great news, well done.
Get him in the tank.
That is the scourge of the river, isn't it, mate?
It is, a dirty old carp.
He is quite a light coloured fish.
Yeah,
He's going to be very slippery. I'll try and pick him up for people to see. Oop, he's a slippery little sucker. So, carp in Australia, in this particular system, have they backed off in their numbers?
Yeah, over about the last 20 years, they've backed off quite a bit. So I've been in the game a while now, about nearly 20 years, and you know, they were huge when I started. And look, they're still a real problem, you know, right throughout, especially the Murray-Darling Basin. But their numbers have backed off a bit due to the fact that we don't get as many floods anymore, and also native fish have been coming back.
Beautiful, mate. That's a lovely little Murray cod.
Nice fish, isn't it?
This system is alive and well. We've got fish coming in left, right and centre. Well, there are literally competitors everywhere on the Nagambie Lakes at present. I'm going to go and say hello to a few and see if they've caught some fish. Heading down the river, I've just met young Jazz. Now tell us, what did you catch yesterday, mate?
Yellow belly,
How big was it?
46.
That is a cracker fish. Do you think you're in with a chance of winning some big cash?
Hopefully.
Where you from, mate?
Nagambie.
Nagambie, the locals, they're getting their job done. So I've jumped aboard the boat with CJ and Ben. Now, yesterday you caught a cracking cod. Tell me how.
Yeah, mate, we got a 61 on worms just up near Kerwin's Bridge there.
What was the theory behind worms? Because I wouldn't be a worm man when it comes to cod. I would have thought a yabby or some cheese.
Well, cheese is pretty common, but in the lake we seem to get them on worms every now and again.
There you have it. So I've just jumped aboard with Crowie and Gibbo. They said I could have a chat, but they're not going to stop trolling. That's what I call dedication. Mate, I heard you caught a very nice fish this morning.
Yeah, got one on this morning about 78.40, which is pretty big for me.
That is a big fish for anyone. Now, judging by the 10,000 lures down there, I'm tipping you caught on a piece of corn.
Correct. No, Crowie's a bit addicted to his lures, so they're all Crowies. Yeah.
And what was the magic lure this morning?
What was the Crowie?
Swimmer bait.
There you go, one of them ones. So, seriously, lads, how are you going competition-wise? Is that the only fish, or have you been doing pretty well?
I caught a perch yesterday and a redfin, that was it.
Seriously, these boys are killing it, and anyone who is not prepared to stop so we can have a chat, I like their style. So I've just jumped aboard a vessel with three absolute legends who are just nailing this competition big time. Greg Ison, how many fish have you caught?
The one.
And I like that way you had to think about it. Now, what was that fish and what did you catch it on, mate?
Mudgut spinnerbait and the greeny natural sort of colour.
Now, when it comes to spinnerbaits, what is the trick for catching Murray cod? Because you've killed these blokes down the back. Give us your secrets.
Get it into the structure and slow wind back to the boat.
There you have it, Greg Ison, the fishing machine, absolutely nailing the cod. I reckon he's in for the 80K. What do you think?
I'm hoping so.
Legend has it you were actually leading the competition for how long?
8 minutes.
Best 8 minutes of his life. I've just jumped on board Nibbles and this young man has a very exciting story to tell. What is your name and what just happened?
I caught a 51 centimetre cod.
No way. What's your name?
Thomas.
Tell us, Thomas, how you caught a cod and was it in cod o'clock and what does that mean?
I might be in the draw.
He might be in the draw to win a Jayco caravan for catching a fish. Is that your first cod?
No, I've been cod fishing a lot of times.
I think I need to get a few tips from this bloke. Turn the camera off and then I'll find out all his secrets. So. Well, I've just jumped on board with Beck and Brian from Maroopna. Now, I have no idea what it is, but I believe you're very, very excited people. Can you tell us what happened yesterday?
We were a bit fortunate and we won a boat.
I've just won a boat. I said, have you caught any fish? Nah, a bit boring. Tell us about winning a boat. How do you do that?
He caught a 57.05 centimetre carp in Carp O'Clock.
That is mind-blowing. You catch a carp, you win a boat. Are you thinking about maybe coming back next year?
Yeah, no, we'll be back.
Now, most importantly, he's not got no idea. Where's Maroopna?
It's about, 40 minutes near Shepparton from here.
God's country. They won a boat. Can you believe that? Have fun, lads, don't catch too many. Seriously, how good is this? You can come and catch barramundi and rainbow trout, and you get to take them home. I'm gonna go catch a few before the kids get them all. Go for it, boys. Now we've had a good look, it's time to catch one. What a fantastic initiative, giving kids the opportunity to actually catch a fish. Go, Jetty. There's some weight there, mate. Oh! That's a nice fish. Well done. You got him, mate. I could be wrong, but I think you've wound him up far enough. Come here, mate. That is a... Oh, and you know what? He's a chance. Look at that. A beautiful barramundi, latest scale carafa. This is just crazy. How many kids get the opportunity to catch a barramundi in their lifetime, let alone at Nagambie? Well done, buddy.
Here we go.
Trolling is a fantastic technique to target those giant Murray cod, and the best way to do it is under stealth.
So Rhys got the water snake in. We're doing about 4 on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm actually using the Yamaha to steer the boat. Much easier to steer it from the back here than it is the front. It is time to troll. When I'm trolling for cod, barra, all those native species, I like to have the rod in my hand as long as I physically can. There's nothing like the feeling of whack, getting that strike, or every now and then, just tip the rod, give that lure a bit of a different action, make it dart around. It's amazing the difference it makes.
So what we're doing here is we're actually working within the Goulburn River. So there's actually a river that runs right through the guts of Nagambie Lakes, and you've got flooded edges. And what we're doing is finding structure, and the big fish will sit deep right on the edges of the riverbed. So we're looking for structure on the sounder. We're going to troll right over the top of them.
There's plenty of structure there too, mate.
Heaps.
Yep.
You on?
Yep. Oh. Yep.
Got it?
I thought I lost him for a second then.
I'll just get my lure in.
Yep, he's there.
Feel all right?
Yeah, I got the head shakes going.
Nice.
I don't think he's a monster, Rhys, but...
Nice. Do you reckon he come off that stump over there?
100%, mate, 100%. I can actually see so much timber on the sounder. It's been amazing with the side image, just going across like that. You can see what's going on. And
grab this net, mate.
yeah, mate, you know what? They've got a bucket now, so it's really hard to tell. Oh, there he is. It's really hard to tell if they're big or little now. This is just a whittled Murray cod.
That's still a nice fish.
Yeah, he's nice. Now, the reason he's on the surface is our electric's still going, so I'll just straighten the boat up. That's all right. Mate, I might be able to just lift him, eh?
Yep.
He's just a puppy. I'll just watch that hook there. And there you go, the old thumb grip. Now, that is just a baby, but at that size, aren't they still an impressive creature?
Pretty, eh? How's that modelling?
It is just amazing. I caught some beautiful trout cod with Rhys a few years back. They're so different but so the same all at the same time. And these things are the ultimate bucket mouth. They will literally eat anything. What's some of the stuff you've heard of them eating?
Goannas,
right.
Massive lizards bigger than the cod itself, ducks, everything you can imagine that lands on the water.
If it moves in the water, these guys eat it. They're one of my favourite fish in the whole world. Well, this nugget of a cod is going back. How gorgeous, Rhys. Oh, you go, mate. And swim, little coddy, swim. So actually fishing a little troll run today. Rather than just going straight up the guts of the river, Rhys and I have identified a patch with really nice snags, good depth for our lures. So we're doing about 300 metres, running back and just doing it again, much like you're doing barramundi up north. Plenty of good cod lures on the market, but these storm arashis are mind-blowing. Even talking to Papua New Guinea caught monster black bass, one of the toughest fish in the world, and they come through trumps. See that super fine bib? Cuts down really deep, really quick. That's what I like about them. When that thing's swaying away, I reckon the big cod will be able to help themselves. Good, go. Oh, that is big. That is big.
Big fish.
Keep him up, keep him up. I'm going to turn the electric off, mate.
Yeah, grab that. That's a big fish.
Okay, sorry. I'll get the lecky,
Mate, that is a big fish. That is a big fish.
Okay, it's off.
Oh, they've worked. The hours are so worth it.
How's the power in these things?
So worth it.
That is an epic fish. This is why you troll. It's why you do the hard yards in the heat. What a plan. Oh, it's heart in the mouth stuff in it, mate.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
Shaking.
Big fish?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, she's got to be close to a metre. Big fish.
And you never know, they could be this big, they could be this big. That's why you fish Murray cod,
They pull hard.
Mate, you've caught a lot of big cod in your day.
Oh, you know straight away when they're big.
It can't be anything else, can it?
No.
Mate, I'm gonna get the net.
Big fish. You can
which
feel the
you're
weight.
standing on, mate. Stand back. That's all good.
I'm just gonna go real easy. Oh, he's going.
I think I'll need the big net for this one.
He's going. We haven't seen him yet, which is
Mate, I've turned the water snake off. I can use the big motor if I need to.
Ooh.
Look at the head lunges on this thing.
He's got some go. People who say cod don't have go. Just gonna back that drag off.
So you've got him away from the snags.
Yep.
That's probably the most important thing. He's now under the boat. Is this what they do?
Yeah, so he'll just hold, fish that have a lot of weight can use that weight against you. So we know it's a good fish because you see that, I'll lift and he's kicking back. So he'll hold there. Ooh, he's got some go in him.
And people say cod don't fight. Yeah, right. They use that big, powerful tail. They don't swim 20 metres, but the 2 metres they swim, they do it hard, don't they?
Oh yeah, very hard. So I'll gain on him and then he'll go. But the thing is, you can't rush this bit. He's that close, he's right there.
Yep.
We've got him away from the danger zone, and this is the bit where you just gotta real easy, because we don't know if he's just pinned or
we don't know if he's 10 pound or 110 pound. Look at the head shake. What pound leader you got on?
40. So run a 40 litre and a 50 braid.
There you go, mate.
So there's leader.
Look at the size of him. Oh, that's a big fish, mate. Just take your time. It's a very, very big Murray cod. That is huge. He looks pale.
Yeah.
And you know what? All those tough hours of trolling have just paled in his insignificance. Oh, look at him.
Look at that. You ready?
I'm ready, baby. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're ready. That's how you troll a big cod. Now we're going to show you. If I can lift him. That's a big fish.
That's a cracker.
Well, Rhys, this is the Murray cod you go fishing for. We've already measured him, 94 centimetres of pure beast. How does that rate in Murray cod? I mean, 94, it's no metre, but that fish I would drive around the world to catch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No metre, but still, look at that. A slob.
That is a slob. That's like me after 3 chicken parmas at the Nagambie pub. But it just goes to show you do the things you think that are going to catch a fish, and all of a sudden you do. I mean, we come here with a plan, and that is the result.
Yep, stick to the plan, fish where the big fish are, and look what you can cuddle.
Trolling, how are those stumps on the rod just mind-blowing? Murray cod, I absolutely love them. Come to Nagambie and give it a go. Well, that is just a magnificent specimen of a Murray cod. We've moved out of the current flow from the middle of the river into these quiet waters, put him under a snag, and he might live there forever, hey, mate?
I reckon he will. Let's go.
You right? Hopefully your guns can handle a fish like that, Rhys.
Yeah, well, I need to do some weights if I'm going to catch a fish like this.
Look at that.
How good's that?
That's a beautiful thing. Now, what do you do here? Just explain how you release a big fish.
So you just want to hold him, and they're right just sitting still until he gets his bearings. So if you want to keep your thumbprint, you don't want to hold on too hard. And if I let go, see how he's holding himself there?
Yep.
Fins.
And he wants to go. Look at that.
Yep. Off he goes.
How's the tail print? That swirl of water, it is amazing. I've seen whales do it.
Yeah.
When a cod does it, that is some serious displacement. Now, speaking of displacement, I think you just earned a drink.
Thanks, mate.
How good is he? Well, this is Clint Alvey from Albury. Mate, you are now $80,000 richer. What is going through your mind at this moment?
Oh, I haven't slept for like 2 days, so it's just crazy.
Now, tell us about the fish. Run me through it.
Okay, we were bait fishing. I had a red spinner on. I thought I'll have a flick around while we had the bait out. Flicked the spinner, I reckon it must have hit him fair on the head because he's grabbed it and he's just had a little shake. I thought it was yellow belly to start off with because it wasn't a big hit. Stuck on a log, moved the boat over the log to get the fish out. It's come out from underneath the structure, and that's when I realised how big it was.
So what went through your mind and your heart when you saw that massive fish? Was it like dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign?
It was a bit, but I honestly didn't think I'd cracked the metre. I thought it was around the 80 when I first saw it. It wasn't until it rolled up onto the surface that I knew how big it was.
And what does $80,000 mean to you?
Oh, we're looking at building a house and getting settled in Albury there, so that means a hell of a lot to us.
Well, this is just so cool. How big was it?
It was 110.
110 centimetres, $1.10.
Yeah.
Mate, congratulations.
Thank you.
To me,
thank you very much.
This is what GoFish Nagambie is all about, putting smiles on people's dials. Remember this, 80,000 big ones. Any chance of buying me a beer, mate?
Yeah, no worries.